How now? What is wrong?
Please, leave me alone.
But please, do explain your abruptness of tone.
Please, leave me, I say, and shame on your head.
At least, you should hear me without turning your head.
I want to turn red and refuse you my ear.
I don't understand your temper. I fear. And though we are friends, I must say at long last.
Woo, I and your friend, that thing of the past, up to now, it is true, to my heart you were dear. But the traits that of late in your nature appear, make me solemnly state that our friendship has ceased. From a tainted attachment you see me release.
I am then, Asante, to blame in your eyes.
All standards of honor you conduct defies. For what you have done, no excuses can be found. For remorse you should weep, and your tears stain the ground. I see how you grate like a dear, long lost friend, a man on whose every word you attend. You platter and butter and put him at his, and give to his hand the most violent squeeze. And when I quire, who is he? For shame, you hardly so much as remember his name. As he lives, your tender affection departs. His back turned, your remarks strike a chill to the heart. Just heavens, what cowardly, infamous rule to degrade and betray thus one's innermost soul. And if, inadvertent, I had done the same, I would hang myself straight and blot out my name.
Myself, I don't think the offense merits harangue, and respectfully hope, despite your harangue, that, a merciful judge, you will grant a delay and let me stay clear of the news, if I may.
Your irony, sir, is badly misplaced.
When someone accosts me in glad-handed ease, I have to repay him in kind. If you please, respond as seems best to his jovial tirade, and pay compliments back for each compliment paid.
Be sincere, by a strict code of honor abide. Let in all that you say your heart be your guide.
When someone accosts me in glad-handed ease, I have to repay him in kind. If you please respond as seems best to his jovial tirade and pay compliments back for each compliment paid.
No, I won't stand for this cowardly way that with people of your persuasion bears sway. And I hate from the heart the false front you describe, the hollow routines of a frivolous tribe, the cordial conveyors of untruths that flatter, obliging dispensers of valueless chatter who warmly converse while the heart remains, and cool treat thus alike the sage and fool. What boots if the people receive me with and tenderly talk of a friendship they feel and commend the way I talk and behave, then do the same for an errant knave? Go. No, and no. Such a prostitute smile will never a true man or honor beguile.
But the word expect that we give to our acts the civil exterior that accustomed exacts.
No, we should chastise, upon his detection, with merciless rigor all bogus affection. We should speak man to man, and strive to reveal, in the words we pronounce, the conviction we feel.
But to practice strict candor, you have to agree, would quite often be foolish and painful to see, and at times, whatever strict honor requires, we must master emotion the world inspires.
Yes, indeed.
You would want me to tell Colette at her age she is foolish to play the coquette, that her makeup is shocking beyond belief?
That's right.
I would plunge vain Jacques into grief and all his accounts, all heard before, of his family's glory, a chasing bore.
Just so?
But surely, you jest.
I do not. I refuse to spare the fool and the sot. My eyes are offended. The court and the town are too full of the sight that compel me to frown.
The world for you will not change its way. And since you believe in frankness today, I'll be frank myself. And thus, have you know you a mouse, does you meet, wherever you go, and your fury anger at custom smelled yoke has made you but of many a joke.
Of that I am glad. The tribute I treasure is a very good sign, and give me great pleasure. The men of our times are so vile to my eyes, that I will be disturbed if they thought me wise.
Your displeasure at human nature
I develop for it a terrible hate.
And all poor mortals of every station must equally share in this condemnation? But you surely admit there are also those who call.
I make no exemption. I hate them all, for some are actively bad and do wrong, and the others still suffer this poisonous strong, and treat them with none of the vigorous scorn. Vice should inspire in the vicious born, such as tolerance of the most vicious sorts extend to scoundrel I battle in court. Behind this mask, the traitor shines through, and everyone knows what the racal can do. His obsequious manner, so clearly contrived, deceive only those who have newly arrived.
Oh dear, let us cease to mourn the world's flight, and see human nature in full light. As the rigorous critic is working dissect, let him make some allowance for venal defects. A flexible virtue is what the world needs. Strict wisdom to often due measure exceed. Good sense shuns extravagance even in honor, and bids as love virtue, not dote upon her. A code so austere and for unforgiving at odds with the mores of modern living is as too much of mortal